What is up, everybody? My name is Cody Lewis, and I am a product and media creator. I hope you're having an awesome day and that this video only makes it better, because today I'm going to be showing you how I make things float in photos. There are three methods that I typically use, and I receive a lot of questions on them, ranging from, is this real? How do you do this? Did you really drop your phone into a puddle, you stupid idiot boy? So today I am going to be showing you the three methods I use to make things float. Now, why do I do this? It's because I think these types of photos are really eye-catching, whether you use them on Instagram, for thumbnails of YouTube videos, product shots, or whether you're just doing lifestyle photos and want to add something a little bit different to them. It just is something that's really cool, and when I get bored with taking photos, I know I can always make something like this. Just find an object and make it, and then at least I created something that day. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Method 1. The dangle and mask.
So this first method is really easy. Basically, you take something, a subject. For me, it is this camera right here. I thought that would be kind of cool to have float. You take it, you tie it to a string, and you hook that string to the ceiling or whatever. I just have it tied to a string, and then that string is attached to a thumbtack. That thumbtack is pushed into a beam above me. Then I just put it through there, set some good lighting onto it, let it out like that. Hand in front. You could use a remote for this, or you could take your phone and just set it off like that. But basically, once you have the focus down on the subject, you can come and go into it as you please and not really change anything. So this one is really easy, and if you want, I know I blew through this, and it's only because there are videos on this particular method online that are great as well. Peter McKinnon has one, so if you feel like you need more guidance with this, go check that one out. Now in post, all we're gonna do is bring this into Photoshop. We're gonna take away the string using the healing brush tool, and then we're good to go. Add a color grade to it. However you want to present it is up to you, but that is how I do it. It makes for very, very easy product shots. So it's fun. And then you can also just play tetherball like this.
Method 2. The juggler.
So this method is slightly more complicated in that it involves multiple objects and multiple layers when you take this to post, but it is also a lot easier to take. So what I do here is I will use my phone and I'll connect to the Canon app. My camera is an 80D, so I'll connect the camera to there and I'll just have remote shooting mode on. So the first thing you're going to want to do here is get your base photo. Now what that is going to be is your general framing, right?
General framing.
You want your camera in manual focus, so you lock onto one point. Say this is the photo right now of me on my computer, and I want to show people that I drink several espressos throughout the day in order to keep going, or whatever type of post I want to deliver. I would get several different espresso cups, turn my camera onto about 1/1000th of a second, around that area, throw this bad boy up. Okay, I almost just smashed this into a million little pieces on the ground, so don't do this. Thing up in the air. While it's in the air, you want your phone in high-speed continuous shooting. Just keep rapid bursting pictures. So you want to get as many different angles of this as possible to choose from so that you have the right lighting and the right positioning within the photo. And you're just going to do this a bunch more time. Come over here, throw it up. Come over here.
Throw it up, come over here, throw it up, come over here, throw it up, and then back over here, and we throw it up, and then over here, and we throw it up.
All time, we're throwing it up in the air. We're blasting shots off, right? So by the time you get onto your computer, bring all of these into Photoshop. You want to have the base photo as your bottom layer, right? The one of you sitting at the desk working in this case. that's the bottom layer. Okay, now we put all of the photos of the cups on top of it, and then we just layer mask them. So basically, select the area where the cup is, and then just click the layer mask button. And it's that simple, and you just keep doing that. And since your focus was locked, since the whole scene was the same lighting, the same everything, all of these will just stitch together like it's all happening at once, and you'll have all of these cups floating around you. So this is just one example of how to do it. I've done it before with sunglasses. I had a company named Piranha Shades that reached out to work with me, and we took a lot of their sunglasses that they sent us and just brought them in outside and did the same thing to just show the type of variety that they had for their product. And that's just one use of this method of shooting. So you're good. You know how to do the juggler now. On to the next one.
Method 3. The tape trick.
So this third method is something I created as a lazy alternative to the first two, and that is kind of what I love about it. You're going to be able to do this on your own and do it really quickly. So basically what you're going to want to do is drink this full bottle of whiskey. I'm kidding. You shouldn't drink a full bottle of whiskey. The first step is actually to take the packaging tape, take a long piece of and place it on one side of your subject. For this subject, I am going to do just the neck of it. See how I can kind of still lift it up like that? So I did this with my phone before, that puddle picture that you saw earlier, and I just placed it on the back of the phone, and that was really easy as well. So after you do that, you're going to want to take this and lift it up for your first picture. See how it's just slightly off the ground? So I'm swaying it like this because basically if it's straight up, it looks a little strange. It looks a little too staged. But if you get the picture while it's in one of these sways, it looks like it's actually being dropped from the air. So you would take the picture right there, and then the second picture, you would just do either like this, with just the background, or you could put your hand in like you're reaching for it, trying to catch it or something like that. However you want to compose it, it's up to you. But as long as you get the area where the tape is, as long as you keep your settings the same, keep the same focal point, keep the same aperture and shutter speed, you should be good. So now when you get this into post, it's really simple since you only have two pictures. Basically, you're going to want to put the picture of the background on the bottom and the picture of the bottle with the tape on top. After you do that, you just layer mask out the tape and whatever else you don't want in the picture. Say I was scared of hurting this bottle. I could put a dog bed under it or a pillow or whatever, and since the other picture is just the background, I can mask that all out and it'll look very clean. So here is the example that I did for this one, and yeah, that was the process for it. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this, and on to the next method. So as I'm sure you can see from this video, there are a lot of cool things you can do with these methods. I have taken dozens of pictures like this, and I always have fun with it, and it's always just kind of like a wow effect anytime anybody sees it. So I actually was looking around for things that people had done online similar to this, using this similar masking method, and I found a few really cool pictures of fruit that people had cut up and floated. So I actually have a bonus method for you guys, and it is called the Fruit Ninja.
Bonus method. The Fruit Ninja.
1, you're going to need a piece of fruit. 2, you are going to need some skewers. Like shish kebab skewer. Oh God, what is on? Clean skewers. Note clean skewers. Why do I feel like I'm saying it weird? We're going to need some skewers. And also a chef's knife Hey guys, so this is Editor Cody speaking. Video Cody went a little off the rails in his explanation, and it's up to me now to clean up his mess. So what you are going to want to do here is first cut up the fruit, and then proceed to put the skewers through it. What I did wrong here was I did not maintain the original rotation of the pineapple, so as you can see on the end here, it doesn't quite match up. Then you're just going to bring it over to where you intend to take the picture. There's me showing you my issue with this right now. I honestly didn't think this was going to work out, but it came out pretty nicely for a first try at this method. So once you get over to the area you want to take the picture, you will hold it up in your desired position, trying to make sure there's some space in between the skewers, and this will give you the best look as far as making it look like it's floating. You're going to take that picture, move it to the side, and then take a picture of just the background without you in it, and bring that into Photoshop. You're going to mask out all of the skewers and then clone stamp back the areas of the pineapple that they were sticking out of, so it looks very clean and it doesn't look like anything's missing out of it. Bring it into Lightroom, add your color grade, crop it to 4x5 if you're going to put it on Instagram, and yeah, there you should be good. This isn't obviously a perfect picture. It isn't exactly how I wanted to turn out. Ideally my hand would be out of it, but I thought it was a pretty good result and just showed what you guys can kind of do with this method. So I look forward to seeing if anybody plays around with this. That is it, guys. Those are the methods that I use to float things in photos. I hope you learned something here, got something out of this, or at least came up with some kind of own creative way on how you want to use this methodology. This was my first tutorial ever. So I hope you guys liked it, and if you could give me some comments down below on how I could improve for next ones, what other topics you'd like to see in the realm of photography, videography, or on